We are back. I got good old Jeff Cohen, or Jeffy C, aka. Yep. There we go. With the TRPA here. Pleasure to have you with us
Thank
today.
you very much. Great to be here. And just before the 4th.
Just before the 4th. And speaking of, you guys just sent out a big press release giving some tips. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most popular boating weekends of the year. But we've been ramping up for aquatic invasive species protections and those watercraft inspections, as well as showing paddlers, kayakers, beachgoers how to clean, drain, and dry their equipment. Because recently discovered, only about a couple hours away in the Sacramento San Joaquin Delta, was golden mussel. So this is a very dangerous, very prolific invasive species that is not in Lake Tahoe, and we don't want it to get into Tahoe. So a lot of what we're telling boaters and paddlers right now this time of year is to go to TahoeBoatInspections.com and really look at how you can clean, drain, dry, you can inspect your own watercraft, and then also how you can sign up for mandatory decontaminations. So there's an appointment system now. So we've strengthened the program because of golden mussels.
Right. All
motorized watercraft have to get decontaminated as well as inspected. And then also it's really important for us to, to tell boaters and other paddlers, non-motorized watercraft, hand-launched watercraft, what they need to do as well, because you can see a mussel can actually be carried in just a little bit of water.
Definitely growing up here, local kid, that was definitely like a big one, talking about invasive species and how that works. But if they were able to visit the website, I know you guys also have an app that has all this information, right?
So the Tahoe Boating app is really great. We upgraded it just this year. This has always had live weather updates, a lot of cold water shock information. There's great safety information in the Tahoe Boating app, but it also shows you where existing aquatic invasive species are in the lake, because we don't want you to spread them to other parts of the lake and to lakes like Fallen Leaf Lake and Echo Lake. Those lakes are already protected. They don't have the same invasive species as Tahoe does. So the Tahoe Boating app will show you how to be safe on the water, where the no wake zones are, so that you know how to not break the speed limit.
Right.
But then also, how can you stop the spread of existing invasive species?
And I think that a lot of tourists and those types of things, they're like, oh, like the milfoil, all that stuff, and they're like, oh, it's fine, and then, but all it takes is just one, and then all of a sudden, I mean, we just saw a great little shorty, too, breaking that down and how important it is to clean, drain, and dry.
Existing invasive species, they can spread pretty easily on paddles and everything. So we have been knocking out little outcroppings of Eurasian water milfoil all around the basin.
Oh, okay,
The big, home base for that weed is the Tahoe Keys on the south shore. But we don't have them on North Shore. We don't have them in marinas around the lake. And that's because when people spot them, they can go to citizensciencetahoe.org. They can report, they can take a picture of any weed or trash or issues like that they see, and they can report it. And agencies and organizations will take action as soon as we see it.
And speaking of the Citizens app, as far as reporting, I like to, with trash and all the things, especially with 4th of July. I mean, Riley just did a great story, too, talking about the cleanup with that. So, yeah, that app as well.
I mean, Tahoe's really special. It's really fragile. It's highly protected, but it's unique. How to take care of this place is not like a lot of other places. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to be aware of. But I think if we all just plan ahead, get some information before we go someplace, you'll know how to park, how not to crowd, how to pack your litter out, how to protect the lake.
How to protect the lake. I think that's a good edit, Mark. For those of people that want to learn more or find the app, where they can find you.
TahoeBoating.org.
TahoeBoating.org. Yep. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff. Appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you, Morrison. It's really great to be here. Thank you.
All righty.